30 seconds.
Hello and welcome to Samsung Live.
We've got some unbeatable offers that you do not want to miss out on.
Yeah, there are a lot of cool things that we can do.
These are really, truly awesome devices.
I'm speechless, Paul. We're going to throw in a little something extra that only viewers of this program can get.
Just mind-blowing.
Maybe we'll do a couple of giveaways.
It makes my life so much easier.
It's a great content creator's device.
Oh, I love it! Look at us, so cute. All right here on Samsung.com.
Hello, hello, and welcome to Samsung Live on LinkedIn for the first time ever. Oh my word, we have got a great show in store for you today featuring the latest Samsung products, and you may have noticed that I have not one, but two co-stars joining me today.
Hello, everyone. My name is Alexa Rose Carlin. I'm a speaker, author, founder and CEO of Women in Power X, and proud Team Galaxy creator.
Woo, love this.
Hi, and I'm Drew Jackson. I am the category manager for smartphones for premium devices for Samsung Electronics America. We're happy to be here.
Oh, we're so happy to have you guys here today. I'm so excited to talk to you guys. Okay, so I guess just to kick us off today, how did you get started in this line of work? How did you get started?
Well, I started my first business when I was 17 years old, and I just fell in love with turning an idea into a reality and that journey of entrepreneurship. And that led me to starting my first blog, which led me to starting to speak on stages. And then when no one gave me a stage, I created my own stage and started creating events, and led to content creation for brands like Samsung and being here today.
I love this. How about you?
Well, 7 years ago, Samsung recruited me from the consumer goods industry. I had never known anything about mobility, devices, or technology. And 7 years later, now I'm the category manager, like I said, for B2B in all of our smartphone devices.
Okay, so something similar that I'm picking up between the two of you is that it was a very gradual growth process. It's not like you came out of the gate and you were just already on top of your game and like your business was developed. You started somewhere and you just gradually grew it. I love that. That's so inspirational. Okay, so the reason that we brought you guys here today was to get your unique perspectives on business owners, efficiency, and of course, Samsung. I mean, this is LinkedIn after all. And you know, since small and medium business owners tend to wear quite a few hats,
Yes.
You guys, is that y'all? Okay, yes.
Many hats.
Yes. So being productive and multitasking on the go is essential, I'm sure, to your performance, especially while you're leading and expanding your businesses. So when we come back, the stage belongs to Alexa and Drew as they share and demo their favorite features of the Galaxy Z Fold4 and Z Flip4. Stay tuned. Okay, so in a normal show, this is when I would typically introduce all the products, but with Drew as an expert guest, go ahead and take it away.
Thank you for the honor.
Let's do it.
So I have pleasure in introducing two of the most innovative designs, phones that we have in our Z Galaxy series lineup, our foldable lineup. And that's the Flip4 and the Fold4. And the Flip4 is distinctly different than the Fold4 because the Flip4 it folds and it's compact. You can have it in your hand, just hold it in the palm of your hand. Has a cover screen that you can see and use without having to open up the device. And when you open the device, it's just like a regular phone. But when you open the device, you open up flexibility, where you can use flex cam and flex mode. When we talk about the Fold4, this is our ultimate productivity device. It has a front cover screen that's the size of a normal device, but when you open up the Fold4, that's when the flexibility really comes into play with multi-view windows, just the expansive 7.6-inch screen. You can do so much with this device and the flex mode. There's just nothing like the Fold4, and there's nothing like our Galaxy Z series foldable devices.
I know there's so much to talk about, and we are going to talk about all of it, but I'm gonna go ahead and just jump right in by asking Alexa. Okay, so in what ways have your professional needs evolved as your business has grown?
Oh, they've evolved dramatically, but I would say the main way is through the use of technology being a huge need to be able to grow and manage my business from anywhere and everywhere. I mean, when I was first starting out, I was just like on my family desktop computer. I just, had to work from home. But now as I've grown, which I'm super grateful for the growth, I need to be able to run and manage my business while I'm traveling at the airport, between different speaking gigs on the road. And so technology has been a huge part of that growth and using the right devices so I can have that flexibility.
Exactly, because you can only go so far with stationary devices. So you need something that can go with you and grow with you.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, and even in corporate America, we share that common goal of on the go and this common experience of having to be on the go. We need our technology to support that as well.
Absolutely. That is super important. And I'm just going to point out, okay, so it's actually quite interesting, Alexa, that you're such a huge advocate for the Z Flip4 because most business owners lean more towards the Z Fold4.
Yes. So I am actually now an avid user of both the Flip and the Fold4. So the Flip, I tend to go, be more attracted to the Flip when it comes to my business as a speaker and a content creator. And so I wear many different hats. I have a lot of different facets of my business. And what I found use cases for both of these devices, the Fold4, I tend to gravitate more when I'm managing and growing my business, when I'm handling marketing with my team, and also as a coach and consultant. And so both have been really pivotal to my growth.
Yeah, they're very similar in that they're both very flexible in how they help you, but they each have their own specific, unique ways in which they help you. I love this.
Yes.
Now, Drew, I'm curious if you could show us just a few key features on the Z Fold4 surrounding productivity on the go.
I'd love to. And let me start first with the expandable screen. So, if you open up an image on the device, you can see the image is right on the front cover. But what's great is when you open up the Fold and that expansive 7.6-inch screen. And not only that, when you expand this, there's an undercover camera also that you can't see. It's virtually invisible.
Yeah.
Double your workspace with this expansive screen. And once you start to use this device, you can't get away from it. It's like it's hard to go back to a regular device because this is like a mini tablet. It's like having an e-reader in your hand, but you actually have your mobile phone.
Exactly. Yes. Like the bezel is so thin around the edges, the entire screen, like you can expand the picture into the entire screen. And you're so right, you cannot see the under display camera. It is virtually invisible to my eye right now. This is wild. I love this phone for so many reasons. And this would also be, awesome if you worked in real estate and, met with a broker for an on-site walkthrough. Like imagine sharing proposal images on this ultra large screen, especially if you took two different images and put them side by side.
And I'm so glad you brought it up because multi-window view is a game changer for this device.
Oh yeah, I use it all the time. Should we show them?
Let's do it.
Okay.
So what Alexa's going to show you is that you can actually open up two apps and have them side by side. And with this impressive screen, it allows you to view both apps where you don't have to toggle between apps anymore. You can see them both at the same time on your screen, and it makes you more productive. So it's just a beautiful game-changing aspect of this device.
Yeah, it just takes away the toggle between, the back and forth. I mean.
Oh yeah, I use this all the time. Like, can I show you?
Yeah.
The different dashboards that I have preset on my Fold4.
Absolutely.
So every single morning, I think it's really important to grow a business, right? We're talking about small businesses, to have these healthy habits in place. And so you don't want to think about what do I have to do to grow my business? What do I have to do for the day? So I created with the functionality of multi-window, these different daily dashboards that I run through every single morning. So, and they're in order, of course. You got to stay super organized.
Absolutely.
The first one is all about, looking up my local and national news and what I have on my calendar. The next one I go to is, monitoring the health of my business. So it's really important to know your numbers, right? So how many leads came in, what we sold, what's going on with the stock market, the cash flow of my business. And the next thing I go to is the daily tasks I have. So I work with a project management system. I can see everything going on with my virtual team. I have my email open and my to-do list that I will create for that day. And just having these preset has been so key to being more productive.
Absolutely. It eliminates decision fatigue.
Oh, yeah.
Having to decide, well, what do I focus on now? What do I do?
And
now?
opening, and what do we usually do when we open our phone, or just not open our phone, but just go to our phone, right? You go straight to doom scrolling. Yes. No longer do I do that. I open this and I feel productive, and I am productive.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I don't know if the audience noticed, but you did show your device, your apps that you have a multi-screen. You showed a lot of them with 3 apps.
Yes.
Just for everyone's education, the Flip4 can actually do 2 apps, but 3 apps is what makes the Fold4 unique. You can actually use 3 apps and not only have 3 apps open, but you can change the orientation.
That's the cool part.
And then you can also save it as a favorite, as you just saw with Alexa. Now that you have these favorites, you can easily just quickly go to your favorite and open up all 3 apps. And the more that you use the Fold4, the more different ways that you can do this will come to you. The more different opportunities to use 3 different apps to help with your productivity. Just to be a better person using this device, because you now use the device the way that you need to use it. It's specific to you.
It's very customized to you, your business, your life.
Yes, that is the key right there. You'll start to notice patterns of what apps you tend to look at the same time and toggle between. So now you can just eliminate that altogether, create the group, put it in your task bar or edge panel, and then boom, you just go right there.
Boom. It's right there.
Hashtag boom, it's right there. Okay, so now we're done, that's all. Okay, so now running a business primarily from your phone means that there is a fair amount of private data just out there.
Yes.
That can be scary.
Oh, definitely. That is one thing I don't want to have to worry about or think about as a business owner. And I run a completely virtual team, so I'm always sharing passwords. So I want to make sure that my passwords are safe and secure.
Yes, 100%.
And the beauty of Samsung is we have Knox Security. And Knox Security is built in. It's defense-grade security that helps protect both business and personal data. Using both Knox Security and Knox Vault together, it protects your passwords, your biometric information, any sensitive data that's on the device. Knox is there to take care of it.
Absolutely. I mean, there's already enough in life that we stress about.
Yes.
Worrying about the safety of our most valuable information, that should not be a stress that we have with our devices. So I love that Samsung has just taken that worry right out of the picture.
Oh yeah, I never have to think about it again.
Yes, 100%. Okay, so both of you have leadership roles in what you do. And so at any point, have either of you experienced what we call imposter syndrome? And if so, how have you worked through that? I know I have, for sure.
Yeah, all the time.
Are we human?
I've felt imposter syndrome before every single venture, every single action step when I was going after something bigger than myself, something meaningful. And that's the thing. I see so many people get stopped, right? They stop going after what they love because they're hit with this imposter syndrome. And the thing is, in my view, if you are feeling imposter syndrome, that means you're growing, you're scaling. And that's a good thing, because if you were not feeling it, you would be in that comfortable spot, right?
Stagnant.
Something you're familiar with. But with imposter syndrome, it's because you're doing something new, whether you're scaling the corporate ladder, you're starting a new business, you are doing something you haven't done before, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, am I meant to be here? Do I have the talent? Do I have the skills? Do I have the knowledge? Someone's gonna find me out, right? But the thing is, if you're there, you're meant to be there. And I truly believe that. If you're watching this, you are meant to watch this for a reason. And so you can't give up and let that imposter syndrome stop you.
Right.
Boom.
And for me, every job I've had in corporate America, I'd never done before. And if I allow imposter syndrome to take over, then I would be hesitant in the actions that I take. I would have fear, and that would make me less productive. So yes, I've had imposter syndrome, but I get past it because I have to live as if it is. That's a reminder that I always tell myself. Just live like I am that person. And as I do that, I become that person. And
such a good point.
it's integral and key to my success. But like I said, if I'm not doing that, I'm not productive.
Exactly, because if you allow fear to trap you in that comfort zone, in that place of stagnancy, then you'll never know what's beyond the border of what you've never seen before. And I think when we're at that boundary of the unknown, that's when we feel the most resistance. But that is the time to push through and keep on exploring so that you can see what's possible. Because like you just said, if you stop at the end of your comfort zone, you won't progress past that, and you'll never be productive, and you'll never grow your passion or your business. And
you gotta just take action.
You just gotta do it. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, speaking of productivity, actually, Alexa, what's your opinion on productivity issues that, you know, entrepreneurs face and small business owners face right now?
I think the biggest issue that we're all facing is trying to figure out how to balance work and life. I mean, with this hybrid workforce, right, we're always connected to our devices. And we're trying so hard to find this balance, and then we feel guilty because there is no balance. And I just think it's a big challenge right now for all business owners.
Absolutely. Yes, we see that the Z Fold4 can handle juggling different work priorities. And in a little bit, we're going to talk about how it supports that work-life balance and how Alexa actually feels about that word balance. So find out after the break.
In life and in business, flexibility is a must. Brainstorm with your team from wherever for faster problem solving. Lead hands-free video calls in flex mode and take S Pen notes at the same time. Confidently take on your day.
Business does not stop when you leave the office. If you have an office to go to and leave from, and it doesn't stop when family starts. And that is one of the biggest hurdles for many business owners.
Oh yeah, and we're talking about this work-life balance that we're all trying to obtain and we're striving towards. But I personally don't think there is such a thing as work-life balance, and that's why I choose to opt for work-life blend.
I like that.
Because if you think about it, majority of our life is in work, right? We're at our career, we're at our job, and so why would we want to just live a little part of our life? And so instead, it's all about this work-life blend, and it's helped me feel better about myself. It's helped me be more present. So for example, we're coming up to the holiday season, right? And so there's so many personal things we need to do. We want to spend time with our family, but as a business owner, there's a lot of stress during this time of year, which I'm sure you understand, right? We're trying to meet deadlines before the end of the year. We're preparing for Q1, just all of the different things. And so with work-life blend, you're really able to be present in your life and then know that you can take a moment to step aside and, you know, return a phone call or an email or do something with your team. And especially knowing that you have the Galaxy Z Fold4 right in your pocket. You don't have to say, hey, I have to go back to the home office and get this done. And like, for example, I'll be traveling for a speaking gig and it's at a new city I've never been to. I want to explore that city, right? Live a little, the work-life blend. And then someone on my team was like, hey, we need to emergency video call because we're trying to close a deal. And I don't want to just leave and go back to the hotel. And so I have to be able to take a video call right there and then.
Yes, because you don't want to miss that opportunity either. You don't want the stress of wanting to be in the moment and be with your friends and family, but have this thought in the back of your head, like, I have to get back, or I'm going to miss this, or miss it altogether. So now you can bring that together. And I love how you said that it's more of a blend than a balance, because if we're thinking about balancing, I think about scales, and they're still on the opposite ends of the spectrum, which just isn't the case anymore. So this helps us just tie everything together.
Oh yeah, and this actually just happened in my last speaking gig. I was exploring this new town, and then we're trying to close this big deal before the end of the year, and I need to get on a video call. So I just go into a coffee shop, and because I had the Galaxy Z Fold4, I'll show you how it works. I was able to just jump on a video call with my team. So say, for example, right, I'm starting this video call. I can put it in flex mode, and so I'm able to prop it up anywhere. I don't need a tripod. I don't need to like carry my giant computer, right?
Oh, that heavy thing.
I could literally just get everything I need done, be very productive right here on my Fold4.
And the beauty of this in flex mode is that you can actually take Samsung Notes
Yes.
and move it to the bottom, and you can have an actual live whiteboarding session with your team while you're doing the call, and you're not all together, but there's that whiteboard session, and you can't do that with other devices.
You can't. So this is just a perfect example of how you blend that all together.
Yes.
I love this.
You can see right here, and if you use the S Pen, right, you can just draw to your team.
Yeah. You get that.
I don't know if I would draw a heart, but drawing a heart to all our viewers right there.
There we go.
Yes, it just helps us be a lot more productive wherever we are. We don't have to wait to be productive. We can be productive all the time and enjoy whatever setting that we're in with whomever we're with, you know?
Yeah, and again, not feel guilty, right? You want to achieve your dreams and goals, spend time with the ones that you love, you know, take up hobbies, and just, again, live your life to the fullest.
Yeah. Okay. So you just mentioned that you do a lot of traveling for work. So I'm wondering, how has the Z Flip4 really helped you on your solo travels? Because you travel solo pretty often, right?
Yes, that's the thing. Everyone always thinks that I have this giant like video team with me or photographers. And while I wish that was the case, I actually don't need to have that team with me to capture really awesome content and do everything that I need to do to be a content creator and a business owner. And as we know, the importance of putting yourself out there, humanizing your brand, right? So I could take my audience behind the scenes with me. And so, for example, I'll use the Galaxy Z Flip4, and I'll show you exactly what I do. I'll pull open the camera, and I love this functionality of the cover screen. And so I will put the cover screen on, and I actually prop this phone up on my suitcase. And I'll go down one of those like moving walkways, and the phone is right there.
Nice.
And I swear it's like the coolest B-roll. That's so nice. It's really awesome. But I also use it on like when I'm speaking at events. So for example, like I'll prop it up on the podium, and I get an awesome view of me with the audience, right? I speak to groups of 10 to 10,000, and it's so awesome for people to see that journey. And also be able to like capture it, but I don't have to think about it, and I could focus on my message, on my mission. Same when you're in a business meeting. 100%. You want to capture content behind the scenes, but you don't want to have to think about it. You don't have to, because literally it takes 5 seconds to prop this up, and you're good to go.
And you don't want it to call a lot of attention. You want to be as discreet as you can. Just boom, 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 get my footage, not call a whole lot of attention. Like, oh, let me get this giant camera and all these mics and everything. It's like, it's just right here, quick, easy. I love your example in the airport. I just pictured you down the little walkie.
Oh yeah, you might see me one day.
And that flexibility is what we call flex cam. And you just gave some great examples, and there's plenty more. The more you use this device, the more examples will come up with.
Oh yeah, and the ability that it could just fit in the palm of your hand.
Yes.
And so it's really easy to, again, capture content, get a group selfie, and all of those things.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Okay, so what are some key issues that tech companies need to be aware of when it comes to entrepreneurship?
So it's interesting that you asked that question, because I spend a lot of time in the office working on numbers, crunching numbers, working on sales. I'd love to hear from an entrepreneur what this answer to this question is, because we can use it in our research to help make sure we're giving you what you need.
Collaboration. I like this.
All about collaboration. And so I think like technology plays a key part in every business. And so it's really important to have the right technology that not only does the job, but helps us feel successful, helps us like really enjoy the experience. It's like my personal assistant, right?
Yeah.
It helps me achieve what I need to achieve. And so it has to be reliable. It has to have good battery life. It has to be flexible, right? It has to be able to not just, you know, be productive with our day-to-day for our job, but also help us grow our business and our personal life. Like, right, we want to stay, technology is the way we stay connected to the world. It's the way we communicate to others. And so I really only invest in people that I enjoy working with and tools that I enjoy using. And it's been really amazing to be able to use the Fold4 and the Flip4 and just enjoy the experience. And so when I open it up, I actually want to get work done. Even on those tasks that aren't like the most fun.
Right.
Yeah, just the experience is really amazing.
I love that Samsung, it really is like Samsung just took the lid off of what was possible and just took it a step further. So that way you can take your business ideas and your passions as far as you want, and your device is not going to be the thing that stops you. It's actually going to be the thing that helps further your goals and what you want to do. Exactly. I love this.
Yes.
Okay, so in what ways have you felt, you know, that your day-to-day has been streamlined streamlined with Galaxy? Just your everyday, day-to-day things that you got to do for work or personal.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's definitely been streamlined by just the multi-window functionality. Again, like I'm able to get work done anywhere, anytime. And I think that's super important because I also have had a lot of health challenges. And so I spent a lot of time in appointments, right? Or traveling to different doctors. And again, thinking about personal and real world stuff. I now, like the little bit of hope that I had to like hold on to was my dreams and my goals. And I'm able to actually work on them in an appointment, right? So waiting for the doctor, or again, traveling, or at home, or at a family's house, like anywhere, anytime, I'm able to focus on the things that really matter to me.
I love that. You don't have to choose between one or the other, your health or your passion. You can find a way to make everything work for you together. I love
Yes,
this.
adapting to what we can't control, having the flexibility to achieve what we want.
100%.
And again, really just using the technology and the tools to be more productive and more streamlined from morning to night.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I have to hone in on the flexibility. For me, I have a laptop, of course. I do a lot of work on a laptop, but having the Fold4 allows me not to have to go to my laptop to create or edit devices and edit different, images or apps or documents or anything. And I can put them side by side. I can put, two different slides side by side, and I can edit. And I don't have to go to my laptop. That flexibility is great. And then with the S Pen, having the S Pen with this device, now I can take out a legal document and sign it. Or I can sign, a PO or something that I need to sign for work. And I don't have to get out my laptop. I don't have to go sign the actual, form. I can use my device.
Oh, yeah.
Print it out.
Oh, yeah. And the one other thing is that, the small tables on planes, like to take out your computer now, I actually just will use flex mode on the Fold4. You can also do it on the Flip, and you have a full keyboard.
Yeah.
Right? So I've been able to write newsletters, blog posts, my next book, just right there, and then
So much.
super easy.
Well, and I see people on planes taking their phones and trying to watch something on them, and they're trying to like prop them up against things, and it just slowly and sadly just slides.
Yeah, you also, with the Fold4, have tent mode, and I've watched a lot of movies this way.
Nice.
Okay, let's explain what tent mode is.
It
Look
looks
at
like a
this.
tent.
Can you guys see it?
That's
There we
why
go.
I love like the 3 screens. Not only does it make it seamless, right? When how you showed earlier, how you can open it, close it, and it continues, but also again, just like watching movies, videos, doing research, and you can, have that flexibility.
Well, and the power, the battery life on this is so strong that you're able to do all of these things for a prolonged amount of time without it, dying on you and needing to charge up again. It can handle all the things that we got to do while we're on the go.
Handle the power.
Handle the power, yes. Okay, so another good thing for personal and business is being able to share files between coworkers, friends, all of that. And this is so helpful in helping us to be productive and efficient. And with efficiency, it takes my mind to quick share, the quick share feature. So how about we show everyone how that works?
Yes. Do you want to take a selfie?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's take a selfie, and then should we send it to someone? Should we send it across?
Yes. Let's
Device?
send it.
Let's
Okay.
do
We're going to show you how easy this is.
Okay.
Okay. We're going to take a selfie.
Okay. Let's do
This way.
There we go.
Here we go.
Perfect.
All right. Count of 3. Just hold up your hand. 1, 2, 3.
I also love that it expanded to make room for all
Yes,
of us.
that's one of my favorite features, is the
That's
hand.
cool.
Okay, we're
Second
gonna
order.
Yes,
we're
taking
gonna
more
send.
pictures.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. That one's actually a fun one. So I just click the share and quick share, and you'll see someone's device that's nearby pop up, and there you go.
There it goes.
Boom.
Like magic.
It is like magic.
There
And
it
now you
is.
have it.
So cool. Just from one device to the other in what, like 5 seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the beauty of this is we just send it to one device. You can actually send it up to 5 devices simultaneously, and you can send audio files. You can send documents. It's not just pictures that you can use Quick Share 4.
You can do multiple files, right? It doesn't have to be just one.
Exactly.
You can send several.
And I use this between my entire ecosystem.
Yes, that is a huge key right there, that the Galaxy really, truly does work together.
Right.
I think that's what just makes Samsung stand out, is that every device works together so seamlessly, you guys.
Yes.
I love it. It's like
It saves so much time.
The Galaxy
so much time.
ecosystem, yes, we love it.
Okay, so we're gonna take a quick break, but we will be right back. Okay, I think our very first LinkedIn Live has been awesome, and I definitely could not have done it without the two of you. Y'all, thank you so much for sharing some of your favorite productivity tips and tricks. And you know what? We'll see all of you next time with more exciting features, demos, guests, and who knows what else. Again, thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having us. It's been great.
Thank you so much. It was a lot of fun.
We definitely have to have you guys back. So we'll be checking calendars and booking dates and all that good stuff. Okay, until next time, guys. Bye.